I was just informed that I must remove all the cobwebs in the house before company comes over on Friday. And my question is, why do people get embarrassed by the weirdest things? I mean, everybody feels embarrassment differently, I understand. But I like cobwebs. I think they give a house personality. Embarrassing to me is like this book gets published and it still has mistakes in it. And even though it's been edited 12,000 times. Other than that, I can't think of anything else. I find it really bizarre that people care so much what other people think about their cobwebs. So another thing I wanted to say, other than things people find embarrassing, is a very important lesson involving love, in which it's always said you can't love others if you don't love yourself. And I've heard a lot of people say that they don't understand that because they think that they can love other people without loving themselves, without realizing that the entire universe is within you. The outer world is more or less a projection of what's happening inside. You can't love anything, anyone, if you don't love yourself first. It all starts with you. If you're being a jerk to yourself, a bully, then that's what will be presented to you in the outer world. Loving yourself is hard, especially in the beginning when you've been hating yourself for so long. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. Like riding a bike. You gotta practice. It sounds silly, practice loving yourself, but it's true. Tell yourself every day that you love yourself. It may feel cringy at first, but it's much better than the alternative. Forgive yourself for the mistakes that you make, including missing some editing in the book that you wrote. I read this thing recently that said a few mistakes in published books are okay because it makes you seem more human. That's what I think every time I find a mistake in an already published book that I wrote. Look yourself in the mirror, in the eyeballs, deep in the eyeballs. Tell yourself that you love yourself. Say, hey man, I love you. Repeat daily or as often as needed. What other people think of you is not nearly as important as what you think of yourself. What other people think of you is a perception. It's yourself being filtered through their eyes, through their reality. It's not truth necessarily, because we all filter things through our own perspectives. Like a while ago, I went to a function at my brother's house, and he made a comment of, "When did you get so polite?" And I was like, "My whole life. I've been this way my whole life. What do you mean, when?" And then I realized, after stewing over it for the next several hours, because I'm a classic overthinker, I realized that's his perception of me. It's not me. And just because other people have different opinions on who they think you are doesn't mean that that's who you are. Sometimes people make a judgment on us and we get defensive, even though that's not who we are. We don't have to defend what they think. Ah! Sophie, on the porch! There's a whole world out there for you to poop in. A whole world. Yes, there is. Oh. What do you think of you? That's what matters. Do you know who you are? I think it's time you found out, man. I ask myself all the time, who am I? Though that's usually when I'm doing something weird. But still, I think it is an important question, one that can keep being updated as time goes on, because we change. I think it's so bizarre when people say people don't change, when we literally change, like, from moment to moment. I would be interested to find somebody who's been literally the same person from the moment they were born. I don't think such a person exists. Just some morning ponderings for you. I love you guys. Bye!